Did you know that infants are ready to learn sign language? 2-year-olds are ready to learn the basics of science, and 3-year-olds are ready to learn coding? Your child is ready to learn, and at Primrose Schools, teachers make the most of this time by creating a joyful, purposeful learning experience unlike any other.
For instance, have you heard of the Primrose Friends? In every Primrose school classroom, teachers use these 12 lovable puppets to make character development joyful, meaningful, and memorable. From exploring generosity with Benjamin the Bear to practicing honesty with Peanut the Pony, every friend plays a special part in helping children learn important values while having plenty of fun along the way. We can all use some friends like that. You can learn more at primroseschools.com. Now enrolling infants through children age 5. That's primroseschools.com for more information.
It's time for Cyber Monday, Dell Technologies' biggest sale of the year. Enjoy the lowest prices of the year on select PCs like the Dell 16 Plus featuring Intel Core Ultra processors. And with built-in advanced features, it's the PC that helps you do more faster.
Plus, earn Dell rewards and enjoy many other benefits like free shipping, price match guarantee, and expert support. They also have huge deals on accessories that pair perfectly with your Dell PC and make perfect gifts for everyone on your list. Shop now at dell.com/deals.
Lemonada.
I'm Gretchen Rubin, and this is A Little Happier. As part of my work, I do many things. I work on 2 podcasts, Happier with Gretchen Rubin, which is the one you're listening to, and my new podcast with psychotherapist and writer Lori Gottlieb, called Since You Asked. I write 2 free weekly newsletters, one called 5 Things Making Me Happy, and one called Secrets of Adulthood. Please subscribe. I love writing these. I also create courses. I create products. I have an app called Happier. But my primary identity, and certainly the one that I enjoy most and value most, and that is the wellspring for everything else I do, is writing books. I love to write. In fact, more accurately, I'd say that I have to write. It's true that I would write even if no one else read what I wrote. I write every day of the year. It is my treehouse and my cubicle. Separate from actually writing a book, but part of my work as a writer is going on book tours. I really enjoy book tours. I like the adventure. I like meeting new people. I like going to new bookstores or other venues. And as you might suspect, I like talking about my book. I feel incredibly fortunate to be able to do it. But it is also true that by the time it hits the shelves, my creative engagement with a book is long past. The work of printing and distributing the book takes many months. So by the time I'm on a book tour, I'm deep in a new project. I've talked to many authors about the effort it takes to balance the demands of the former and the new project in time, energy, and mental space. It's tricky. Some writers even hold off starting a new project because they don't like to serve 2 projects at the same time. I read a funny description of this feeling in an interview in the Harvard Business Review with the eminent novelist Ian McEwan. I love McEwan's work, and I've read many of his 18 published novels. Reading his observation, it occurred to me that probably many people have a similar feeling about aspects of their own work. There's the challenge and satisfaction of working on a project, and then at some later point, after you've moved on to other things, you have to return to it. And you feel like you're working for some former version of yourself. Ian McEwan said, "The best bit of writing a novel is writing the novel. Then 6 or 9 months later, you're required to schlep around like some guy selling brushes, and you become the employee of your former self, who was so happy at his desk, freely dreaming. He's sending you as his salesman." I love this phrase, the employee of your former self. Maybe you signed up for a class that you're not enjoying, but you feel like you have to continue to attend to get your money's worth. Maybe you've started a major home project that has turned into a big drag, but you have to finish because otherwise your house won't be livable. Maybe you agreed to serve on a committee that sounded interesting, but turns out to require a lot of drudge work. You're an employee of your former self. It also occurs to me that sometimes it's like we're an employee of our future self. You're doing work now because your future self will demand it. You're making a lot of effort to pack wisely for a long trip. You're exercising regularly so you'll be healthier and stronger decades from now. You're studying for a degree that will give you more career opportunities for the future. You're an employee of your future self. I think this is a very funny and illuminating way to think about things. I'm Gretchen Rubin, and I hope this makes your week a little happier. From the Onward Project.
Famous Amos. It's a name that is synonymous with chocolate chip cookies. He's also my dad.
I'm in a supermarket, I'm in convenience stores, I'm in department stores. That's what makes Amos famous.
Wally Famous Amos. He opened the first ever chocolate chip cookie store 50 years ago. When he passed away last year, I set out to understand how he became one of the most famous black men in America.
I remember Dad on the cover of Time magazine. The headline was "The Hot New Rich."
While also leaving his life and our family in chaos.
What did you think when I first told you I was thinking of doing a podcast about our family?
How much collateral damage is it going to cause?
From Vanity Fair, I'm Sarah Amos, and this is Tough Cookie, the Wally Famous Amos story. Available wherever you get your podcasts.